Hey YouTube, this video we're going to talk about how to build a simple battery box with stuff that you already got. This has a shelf in it and I have to take it out in order for the battery box to be capable of fitting batteries in it. I should be able to put 2 and 2, or I could just run one simple bank all the way across, or I might be able to run 2 all the way across, but I need to get that piece of wood and lay it down flat so the batteries can sit directly on the wood. And I'm just gonna do a quick video on this, so I'll be right back when the wood is out. Okay, it didn't take no time to get that piece of wood out, so I wanted to show you the batteries I'm putting in here. It's the Trojan T-105 batteries, and they barely fit, and it closes and everything, which is, and you can't beat that. What I'll be doing is putting a venting system on this. I'll probably vent it on the left side. I could vent it on the right. I might do that if I scoot the battery slightly to the left. But it looks real good right now. It barely fits. I mean, there is no space between the batteries, and I think it'll be a real good place for the solar battery system. And I should be able to fit 12 batteries in this bank, this box here. Because the difficulty of the bar in the middle, prevents me from adding a battery directly underneath that. So I'll just have to bear with it, and it should be okay. 12 batteries would be exactly what I was looking for anyways. And I think everything's going to look really, really good on this, and I'm going to vent this outside, so I need to get started on designing the venting system. I'll start from the right side and I'll pull all the way from the left, or I'll start from the left side and pull all the way to the right. So I just need to make sure I get all the HHO gas out, and then I'll seal up these doors where they don't leak no air coming out, and that way it'll just pull all the hydrogen, oxygen gas out, so there's no flammability problem. And it looks really good. I mean, here I'll back up for you, and that way you can see a closer look at it. I mean, this is what it's going to look like when it's closed. So that's my battery bank. That's the cabinet that fell off the wall on top of me, and I've got a use for it, and it's going to save me money if I use it like this. Thank goodness batteries barely fit in there. I'm really happy to see 4 batteries fit over one compartment, so I can put 12 batteries total. That's what my initial design was going to be for this solar array. So I'll just have to get 2 more banks and it'll be good to go. That's one bank of 24 volts or one bank of 12 volts, and the 24 volt battery bank will fit perfectly in there. I mean, it'll be really nice to see all that complete. And then I'll move my solar power inverter. I'll put it somewhere, and that way it'll work real good. I haven't decided where yet because of the water on that Amana unit with the hot water, the solar hot water system. I've got to do something permanent with that, with a return box, and stand it up and heat the air, or I can heat hot water, which would be a year-round thing. I can heat water, every day for 365 days. If I got hot water, it's great. And that'll save me on my gas bill, and that seems pretty sweet so far. Everything's coming together as a real good channel. I believe we're progressing a lot, And I wanted to show you this. This was real easy to make. It's to carry those batteries around. It's just a piece of wood with a hole in the middle, and it came off of one of my kids' boxes when we bought them a toy, a while back. And I just held on to the piece of wood, and it had a string there, but instead of using a string, I used thermostat wire. It's a 18/8 gauge wire, and this is pegboard hooks. And I wrapped the wire around the hook, and then I taped it with electric tape. And now I got a battery carrier. So it's really easy for me to carry batteries in and out of right there. So everything's moving along real good, and I'm real happy to see it progressing. I've got to get some nuts so I can put some wires on there. I don't have any wires made up, so I'm going to have to make up a bunch of wires. But this is Guns, Games, and Racing, and I'll holler at y'all later.